Hi everybody, this is Jeannie T with It's All About Yarn, Knit and Crochet. I'm just trying to hook my camera up here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a daisy square crocheted. First of all, I'm going to show you this hat that I had finished. I need to darn in the ends. And this is by the Crochet Crowd through Yarnspirations. Mikey, he's going to be making some smaller ones for children, and I'm going to make some for my grandchildren. I know they will like it. And this is actually take two because I was having an awful time making my little daisy square because I was using a hook that was sticking and creaking, and yeah, it was this hook here. Now I can't see because when I do the live, when I do the tutorial, I'm going to have to turn the camera, and right now I can't see what I'm doing because I'm on the reverse side. So anyways, it wouldn't go into the little tight places, and it was splitting the yarn, and it did it stitch after stitch. So I have my hook back. It's a half a size smaller. It's a H, and anyways, I'm going to be using an H. I'd rather a half a size up, but that's okay. I'm going to be using yellow worsted weight, white, probably some, maybe a pastel, but they're all in worsted weight. So let's get started. So to begin this tutorial, you should have a cup of tea or coffee or your favorite beverage, a crochet hook, some snippers for changing colors, and whatever color yarns you would like to use. So let's begin. Just going to make a little bit of a tail for sewing in. Make a slip knot. And chain 2. No, sorry. Chain 4. And join it. I think I need some more tea. And chain 1. That first chain 1 is not going to count. Next we're going to make 8 single crochets inside that loop. Seven, 8, and then join it. Just join it with a slip stitch, and then we're going to want to start making clusters of double crochets, 5 double crochets into clusters, and we're going to need a total of 8 of them. So our first stitch will be a chain 3, and to make a cluster we're going to use this as our first stitch, and we're going to work into the same space that it's into the 5 double crochets, but we don't pull through the 2 to finish it. We leave it on the hook. We only pull, we're going to grab our yarn, go through the loop, pull up a loop, just pull through the first 2 and leave that stitch. And every time you do that, you'll have 1 additional stitch on your hook. So just pull through 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 1 more. And there's 5. And then you can squish them together, hold on to it, and pull that yarn through all of them and make 1 chain to secure them. That's your first petal. So when you make your first petal, make a chain of 4. Okay, and then we're going to do a double crochet cluster into each of these. So bring your yarn around, make sure you go in through both, not just one, but go through both of them at the top, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Grab your yarn, put it in the loop, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Grab your yarn, put your hook through the loop, grab the yarn, pull up a loop, pull through 2. So now we have 1, 2, 3 of them. We need 2 more. Okay, and put them tight together, pull the yarn through them all, and secure it with a chain of 1. And then chain 4, and make your next cluster into this next stitch. So make sure you go through them both, front and back. See, there's always a loop from the chain, and we don't count that. We just count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 full stitches. So then squeeze them together, pull the yarn through all the loops, chain 1 to secure them. And then chain 4. And do this all the way around till you come to the end, and I'll meet you there. Okay, I've come around to the end. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did a chain of 4. Now we're going to slip join it into this little first stitch of the chain. There. And then we're going to change colors. I'm just going to do this in later anyways. I'm just going to snug that there. Got to darn it in after. So to join our new color, just going to make a little slip knot. Going to put it in this little hole here. Pull the yarn through like that. And take both strands and just chain 1 and then put the tail down. That way we have a nice clean join. So now what we are going to do is we're going to make a cluster. So let's chain 2 more to make it a chain of 3. We're going to make a cluster right in that same hole. So that's 3. We're going to count our chain. That's 4. And that's 5. And we're going to pull the yarn through them all and secure it at the top. And then we're going to chain 3. And we're going to make another double crochet cluster right in this hole here. So a cluster of 5 double crochets. And then pull it through, secure it, and this time instead of chaining 3, we're going to chain 5, because that is going to be a corner. In fact, just so it doesn't slip my mind, I'm going to put, just for my own sake, I'm going to put a stitch marker there because we need 4 corners, right? Makes it easier for my eyes to see. Okay, so now we need another double crochet cluster, and it's going to be on the other side of this, so let's just put it right in here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And join it at the top. Chain 1. Well, the yarn is still squeaking. You know, it is humid, so that could be why. So this one is for our first corner. Okay, and then we're going to chain 3 and make another crochet cluster into this space. There's 4 and 5. Pull it through all the loops and secure it at the top. Then chain 3. In between each corner, let's see, I think we'll be having 3 chains of 3 in between each corner. So into this next space, so every petal has 2 white petals on each side of the top. So now we're going to put our other double crochet cluster on the other side of the top of this petal. 3, 4, and 5. So that's a corner. So that's a corner there. Chain of 3, chain of 3. Now we'll do one more chain of 3. And the next crochet cluster for each petal gets 2. So this one has these 2 at the top. This one is going to have one here and one here. And 5. So now if you look at this, we have our corner, then we have 3 chains of 3. Now we're going to do a chain of 5 for the other corner. Okay, I'm going to put a marker on it just so we can see it really well, because it's only 2 stitches different than these. And then I'm going to make the other cluster. It's 3, 4, 5, and then pull it through and join it at the top. You see this? So if you want to go ahead and continue all the way around, so 2 clusters at the top of each petal, 1 on each side, and a chain of 3, 3 times. So you have a chain of 5 on each side of that chain of 3. Okay? So go ahead and I'll meet you around at the end. So this is what I have so far. I think my finger was over the mic. This is what I have so far. And these are the corners. So now I'm going to pick a color like a pastel color. It can be a pastel green, a pastel pink, or purple. So pick a color and snip your white yarn off. I'm just going to pull it through. It's a tiny bit wonky, but as the other colors crochet out further, it's very pretty. Meet you back in a minute. This lavender would have been really pretty with it, but I don't have enough. So I'm going to put pink. I'll put a pink behind it. So make a slip knot. And just go into the center small chain of 3, and join it. Make a chain of 1 and then put the tail down, and make another 2 chains. So there's a total of 3 chains. We're going to make 3 double crochets in the center of this loop. So there's 2, 3, and then into the next chain of 3 we're going to make 2 double crochet and a treble crochet. So there's 1, there's 2 double crochets. Now we're going to make a treble. So we wrap the yarn around the hook twice, pull up a loop, go through 2, go through 2, and go through 2. Okay? And then on our corner, I'm going to remove the stitch marker. We are going to make 2 sets of 3 trebles, separated with a chain of 2 for the corner. Whoops, trebles. Got to wrap that yarn around twice. Go through 2, 2, and 2. Need one more. And then chain 2. And we need 3 more trebles. There's 1. And 2. And 3. So now to start in our small chains of 3s, we'll do 1 treble, and then 2 doubles. And then into our next space we'll do 3 doubles, so we have 3 doubles, 2 doubles, and a treble, because the treble at the end is going to lead into the corner stitch made up of trebles. And it's squaring it up pretty nicely. So we have a corner here, so into this next one we'll double crochet 2 and then treble 1. And now a treble. Treble sounds like triple. In other words, we have to pull it through 2 3 times. So now we're onto the corner. I'm going to take this out. I'm going to do 2 sets of 3 trebles with a chain of 2 in the middle. Whoops. Pull through 2 once, pull through 2 twice, pull through 2 3 times to make a treble. Chain 2, make 3 more trebles into this corner. So go ahead and finish all the way around, and if you need to rewind or slow this down, go right ahead, and I will meet you at the end. So 2 more trebles, one more treble, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and then 2 double crochet and a treble, and I'll meet you at the end. So here I am at the end, and I'm just going to slip stitch it. And then I'm going to chain 1, and that's not going to count as anything, and then I'm going to single crochet in every stitch around. You can do this with white if you want, or another color. And then when you get to the corner, single crochet 2, chain 2, and single crochet 2 in the same corner. And then double crochet 1, all the way around. Let's go ahead and finish up, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, so this is my finished square. It's very pretty, and let's measure it. It's hard to see a transparent ruler. It's a 6-inch block. So if you want it any bigger, you can use a bigger hook. I found this was bunching up a little bit, and if I used a bigger hook, it would have gave it the yarn a little bit more room, and it won't bunch up at all. The hook I was using was this H hook, so something just a little bit bigger with this yarn, and it won't bunch up. Probably the 5.5 or a 6 would be good. Anyways, this is the daisy block. As well, if you use a little bit bigger hook, the block will be a little bit bigger as well. But it's pretty, and you can put white around it, any color that you like. You can make the center green or brown. You can make brown-eyed Susans with it as well. Anyways, I hope you liked my video. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and happy yarning, everybody. Bye now.